नमस्कार. आयच्या ह्या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीन तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. उदक ही एक अशी गोष्ट आसा जी पृथ्वीचेर रावपी जनावर तशेंच मनुष्य आनी झाडांक सगळ्यांक जाय पडटा. ह्या पृथ्वीचेर 71% अशें उदक आसा आनी 29% ही जमीन आसा. ह्या 71% आसून सुद्दां आमकां खंय तरी उदकाची शॉर्टेज सदांच जाणवता. 71% पैकी 97.5% ही खारें वॉटर आसा, म्हणजे जे उदक सॉल्टी आसा, जे आमी पिवूं शकना, जे आमी कंज्यूम करूं शकना. उरलेले 2.5% हे उदक जमनीच्या पोंदा आमकां आढळटा किंवा ग्लेशियर्स म्हणजे बर्फाच्या स्वरुपान आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटा. आनी भितरले 0.5% आसा जे उदक अशें रिवर किंवा स्प्रिंग ह्या माध्यमांतल्यान आमकां मेळटा आनी ते आमी पिवूं शकतात. पूण आनी एक प्रॉब्लम असो जाता की ह्या उदकांत सुद्दां आमकां खंय तरी पोल्युटेड कंटेमिनेटेड उदक पिवपाक मेळटा आनी तेज्या खातीरूच आरोग्य आमचें बिगडटा. आयज आमच्या ह्या खाशेल्या कार्यावळीन 5 अशे मानेस्त आसा ज्यांच्यांनी एक डिवायस डिझायन केला जेतूंतल्यान जे उदक कंटेमिनेटेड जाला तेचें कंटेमिनेशन कितलें आसा, कंटेमिनेशनाक कितें उपाय आसूं शकता, हे सगळें जाणून घेवपा खातीर आमकां तेंच्यांनी एक डिवायस तयार केला. ह्या खाशेल्या कार्यावळी खातीर आमकां स्टुडियोन जॉइन जाला संकेत मराठे एंड ऋषिकेश भंडारी फ्रॉम गोवा, आनी झुमाचेर आमकां जॉइन जाला जय अहेरकर फ्रॉम पुणे, सत्यम प्रकाश फ्रॉम दिल्ली आनी मणिकांता चवकुला फ्रॉम हैदराबाद. ऑल ऑफ यू वेलकम टू द शो. IBM Call for Code ग्लोबल चॅलेंज 2021 ह्या कॉम्पिटिशनाचे ते विनर जाल्यात. ह्या कॉम्पिटिशनान 180 कंट्रीज पार्टिसिपेट जाल्ल्यो आनी ह्या कॉम्पिटिशनाचे मेन उद्दिश्ट आसले जे क्लायमेट चॅलेंजीस जातात ते टॅकल करपा खातीर. ह्या कॉम्पिटिशनाचे जज आसले फॉर्मर US प्रेसिडेंट बिल क्लिंटन. This is the first team from India to win this competition at a global platform. Congratulations to the team. Sanket, I would like to know, you are from Goa, so how you got connected from other parts of the country and how you all form a team to make this project a successful?
So our journey began when we met at an internship at IBM in 2018. So we all were a part of top teams at ATL Marathon, which is a competition organized by Niti Aayog. And we were part of our respective ATLs. Like me and Rishikesh are a part of Dr. K.B. Edgewar High School ATL. Then Satyam is a part of Maharaja Agarsan School, Delhi. Then Jay is a part of Jnana Prabodhini in Pune. And Manikanta is a part of the Delhi Public School in Hyderabad. So basically we all are ATL alumni, and our entrepreneurship journey can be said as the success of the ATL Tinkering Labs initiative by Niti Aayog. Apart from all the others, we all 5 shared common interests, so we all bonded together and stayed in contact. Then during the pandemic, we formed the TechXcl and started the Saaf Water development. So one key point I would like to highlight is that being geographically apart, we all did the Saaf Water development work virtually. Like we never physically met for the Saaf Water development work. Even myself and Rishikesh, we stay very close by. But for Saaf Water development work, we never met physically. All the work was carried on virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this was a short description of like how we met and how our journey began.
Okay. Rishikesh, how the device function?
Yes, first of all, Kuldeep, very much thank you for calling us here. Before like the functioning part, I would like to highlight the problem, what is occurring and why safe water becomes very essential. I would ask you one question. तुम्ही केन्ना उदक पिता आसतना चिंतला कितें आसतलें उदकान तुमचें? So अशेंच almost 50% of the world's population is still dependent on groundwater, and 1 in 3 out of every 1 in 3 people around the world are still affected with water contamination. एक similar incident झालेलो in 2020 with us is when we traveled to our grandparents' place, where my mother fell ill. हांगा येतकीत कळ्ळें की ते it is all because of contaminated groundwater which we were not aware at that moment. And अशेंच कितले लोकांक अशें जावंक शकता आनी this fatality is not just like 4 दीस बरो नासतना पडला आनी मागीर वापस येयलें तशें ना. It's like for 2 years the treatment is going on and it needs special care for almost 2 years, and that's why at TechXcl we've developed a system that can monitor the groundwater in real time and look out for anomalies and degradation so that it can communicate it to the authorities and the communities also, because ultimately सगळे लोक उदक पिता तांकां inform करपाचें it is becoming more important, because by the time the authorities inform the communities there is a lot of people who fall into the fatality group. And along with the along with the anomaly information, we also provide the purification methods so that so that people in the communities can get access to that water with domestic purification methods. And in case purification possible at domestic level, the Saaf Water platform informs the people that they need not consume the water and go for the lab test, because which becomes crucial. And all this is done in a plug and play device which is installed at the source of the water supply. So in case if it is a borewell, the outlet of the borewell is connected to our Saaf Water platform, and that's it. It connects to the internet and sends all the data. It uses AI to understand patterns in the data and predict, and it predicts the anomalies and also predicts when there can be a possibility of degradation in the future, using the weather data too. And all this not just to the and all this information is not just conveyed through a dashboard or through an internet active communication media, but through various other communication channels, which later on my colleague will explain, so that it can cater maximum number of people, including those in rural regions as well as elder population too.
How much time it take to bring out the result of the water?
Yes. So our device it uses AI to estimate and to understand patterns in the data. That is why it takes almost approximately, on an average, it takes 2 to 5 minutes depending on the internet connection at that area. So right now it is cellular internet connection. So just like a normal mobile phone, it may vary depending on the network that is present at the area. But a good estimate of timeline would be 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay. So Satyam, I would like to know from you that how the device will communicate in the rural areas, that too without internet.
Yeah, this is a very good point raised by you, Mr. Kuldeep. You know, the most critical part of Saaf Water is communication of water quality to the users. Now, if the absence or inability of medium of communication is going to prevent it, then there is no use of installing the Saaf Water unit at the site. So I would like to inform everyone that we have taken this challenge into consideration while developing the Saaf Water solution. Rather, we also considered the fact that there will be lots of users who may not have a smartphone or may not be comfortable using a smartphone. Hence, Saaf Water is not only enabled with the capability of estimating water quality offline, but it can also convey messages, water quality of water quality through SMS, and an animated on-site visual indication to communicate and inform user about the water quality, like if it is safe for the consumption or not.
ओके ऋषिकेश आणि एक विचारपाक सोदता की whether it detects the chemicals or any other substance if there is in the water.
Yes. Saaf Water uses AI to detect contaminations of wide range from physical, from chemical and to biological contamination. It not just detects but it forecasts what will happen in the future too. All this chemical, physical and biological contaminations.
Okay. Manikanta, I would like to ask you in the time of climate change and season change, how the device do you think will function?
Thank you, Kuldeep ji. So, global temperature rise is increasing sea levels and it may lead to saltwater intrusion in coastal groundwaters,
Yeah.
like in regions like Goa. So, it can affect groundwater quality and it can contaminate water sources.
Okay.
Not only cause water contamination, but it leads to poor soil structures, less plant growth and yield. It causes losses to infrastructure and ecosystems. And it can also lead to socioeconomic problems like loss of livelihood, unemployment, migration, and food security. So, as climate change is causing a rise in temperature and extreme weather events like droughts and floods, these events can affect the numerous reactions and processes in surface waters also,
Yeah.
in turn affecting the water quality.
Okay.
If deployed on a large scale, Saaf Water isn't only a solution that pre-warns the community and informs the authorities about the contamination, but it acts as a crucial tool for policymakers to make area-specific policies to improve quality in area water bodies, including groundwater.
Jay, I would like to know from you that whether the Saaf Water replaces the lab test.
Firstly, thank you so much for your question, Mr. Kuldeep. And the answer to your question is no. Saaf water isn't a device to replace a lab test. I'll tell you why, but before that, I would like to ask you one question. When do people generally go for a lab test?
If the water has some problem, like a person has got some disease due to the water.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So the thing is, people generally go for lab tests when they get a suspicion that the disease or fatality is caused by water contamination, be it physical, chemical, or biological.
Yeah.
And the thing is, lab tests are very time consuming. They almost take 24 to 48 hours and sometimes even more to assess water quality. And during that period, countless people consume contaminated water from various water sources. By, by this, the rate of fatalities goes on increasing very drastically. Our device Saaf Water is a pre-warning system which helps community to avoid accidentally consuming contaminated water. So Saaf Water informs users about water quality in real time. That is within few minutes after water is pumped from groundwater source. The special feature of Saaf Water, as explained by my colleague earlier, is that it not only just informs about water quality, but it also suggests purification methods and processes based upon water quality parameters. The beauty of Saaf Water is that user gets information about anomalies or degradation in water every time water is being pumped out from the respective water sources. Saaf water can be very crucial in remotest region around the globe, since lab tests are only accessible mostly in cities, and also testing water with portable kits in remote areas would result in lots of time. This gives us freedom to scale and reach to every needy locale around the world, including those geographically isolated regions, making Saaf truly versatile in operations, low on maintenance, and very easier to deploy.
Okay. So Rishikesh, what is your current future plan?
Yes, Saaf Water as the entire platform has many things in pipeline, from improving seasonal anomaly prediction to getting translation, because everywhere English is not something that is expected as far as communication is concerned. So translation is also in the pipeline. The next thing that we are looking forward is making biological contamination detection much more better. So all this is included in our future plans. Also, as far as test is concerned, During our development phase, we are looking out for Goa, two tests in Goa, which will set a baseline to the Saaf Water platform so that we can expand our field trials again later on in regions like Ladakh, Rajasthan, Sikkim, and other parts of Northeast too. This will not just allow the Saaf Water platform to test at its extremist in the different environmental conditions, but also we as the Saaf Water platform can understand how the user interacts and how the user perceive data from Saaf Water platform. This will go a long way in the Saaf Water development, making the entire Saaf Water product a full-fledged, intuitive and a user-friendly plug-and-play product.
ओके कशें दिसता जेन्ना एक आपलो ग्रूप जेन्ना इंटरनॅशनल प्लॅटफॉर्माचेर रेकॉग्नायज जाता
First things first, it was a very proud moment because Ami, in 2018 Call for Code, the same competition that we won this year, 2018, and it was just kicked off, and we saw the then winner Project Owl. We were inspired with their story आणि ते कशे Puerto Ricoन impact करता आपल्या प्रोडक्टान. आणि वी ऑल्सो तेन्नासून आमच्या माइंडार आशिल्लें की वील ऑल्सो डिप्लॉय समथींग लायक दीस थ्रू दी कॉल फॉर कोड अँड IBM टीम सपोर्ट अँड दी अदर पार्टनर्स. आणि this year we won with our first attempt, and we are the first Indian team to win that. That's truly amazing for us. And we see Saaf Water as a platform that can impact many lives. Earlier, before winning, it wasn't possible. Now it is possible. In the sense, earlier it was possible, but just that things were not accelerated, or things were not things didn't get support as we get after winning, and that's why we feel very there is a lot of pleasure in our entire team as far as winning Call for Code is concerned. So आमकां सगळ्यांक इनिशियली सिन्स ते इंटरनॅशनल कॉम्पिटिशन जिखता एक फिलींग येतात ते प्रायड मोमेंट कशें, बट एज फार एज आर मेन मोटो इज कन्सर्न ते आमकां सामकें एक्सेलरेशन मेळटा म्हणून आमकां सामकें बरें दिसता.
Okay. So Satyam, how you feel on winning at the global and getting recognition at global level?
This is, of course, a moment of pride and honor for all of us. I think this is the first time that a team from India has won Call for Code Global Challenge. And during the process, when we were developing our Saaf Water product, we kept the user into the center while developing and designing the product, because finally it is meant to be used by the users and by the community people. So we have kept that thing in mind. Now, since we have won the Call for Code, we are in the hopes to get support from IBM and partners. And further, we are also expecting support from Niti Aayog and Jal Jeevan Mission.
Okay.
With the support of government bodies, we can implement Saaf Water. It will be help us a lot in easing the process for implementation and bring change to the world.
Manikanta, I would like to ask you, how the technology play important part or important role in your research of any project?
So technology is something like a tool for us. So what we usually do is we observe problems all around us, and then we try to make a solution out of it. So after deciding on how we could solve the problem, we'll come to the technology part. So technology is more like a driver for our ideas. So we implement our ideas with technology. And since our high school, through Atal Innovation Missions, Atal Tinkering Labs, we have been exposed to various technological skills, from 3D printing to electronics and everything, from, even if we are from different places. So we just ideate upon, solve the issue, ideate upon and think how, which technology best suits the solution, and then we'll go ahead with it.
Okay.
I'll just add one point here.
Yeah.
Ultimately, at TechXcl, we look at technology as a tool and a medium to bridge the gap between what the users really want. So what we believe is at TechXcl, we design products that are more for the human, and because ultimately the human is going to use it. So we make technology in such a way that the human understands it, and the technology simply adapts to the human rather than the user getting adapted to our technology or to our products. So that's what we drive at TechXcl.
How did the TechXcl, your group name, originated?
So TechXcl simply means excellence in technology.
Hmm.
So initially we started with converting projects into products, and that's how TechXcl simply completely fit into our motive of converting projects into product, and that's why we selected TechXcl.
Okay. Thank you all for joining. All the best for your future plans.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Kuldeep.
ओके.
Thank you.
तर ह्या असली आमची आयची खाशेली कार्यावळ. ही कार्यावळ सोंपोवपाच्या पयलीं एकूच सांगूंक सोदता की उदक आमकां जें मेळटा तेचो वापर सारको करात, सांबाळून करात, कित्याक खुबशे कडेन बरें उदक मेळना. तेच्या खातीर सांबाळून वापरात आनी पळयत रावात प्रुडंट.